Peace Collective. What's going on? Welcome to the channel. My name is Milan. I am an intuitive tarot reader and psychic medium. If you guys are new here to this channel, welcome. If you guys are returning, welcome back. It means the world to me each and every single time you guys join. Thank you guys times 1,000 for being here, for deciding to spend your time and your energy with me in these readings. As you guys know, this is going to be another general collective reading. However, we're going to get into another deep dive today. As you can tell by the title, we're going to look into the energy around celebrity blogger KenBarbie and Cardi B. If you guys are ever interested in readings that look more into celebrity culture, the entertainment industry, music, I've got an entire playlist already curated. It's called the Deep Dive series, and that's where you can find more readings just like this one. This channel does offer love readings. We do live streams every once in a while as well. I do offer personals. If you guys are ever interested in a personal, all the information is going to be in the description box down below, like always. Just as a quick disclaimer, you guys, this is not a fan page. This is not a stan page or anything of the sort. Okay, so everything in this reading is alleged until proven otherwise and for entertainment purposes only. If you guys don't like what I'm saying, you don't like the subject matter, you don't resonate, it's totally fine to just click off the video. It's really no big deal. All I ask is that you guys keep it cute, keep it respectful with me and with others who may decide to jump in the comments, okay? If you guys do resonate with the message, you like the vibes here on the channel, something makes sense to you in the message, definitely leave a like. It's absolutely free. Leave a comment. Let me know what you know. I love interacting with you guys. Share if you care. Subscribe. I would love to have y'all here, part of the family, okay? But yeah, the reason why I wanted to do this reading, as you guys know, there was a leaked audio recording / recorded phone call of Cardi B that came out maybe about a week ago at the time of this recording, at least. And it was a recording of her on the phone with Ice Spice's manager just going off about how she wanted to put hands on Ice Spice, basically, okay? And there's been ongoing Twitter rants for days at a time between Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. And this is all in the midst of her album release. So I've been getting a lot of questions and a lot of different inferences from different people, not even just in my own readings, but just across social media. People have been trying to put the puzzle pieces together, and a lot of people are asking me and making the assumption that maybe it was Cardi B's best friend / celebrity blogger KenBarbie that may have allegedly released the audio. Now, I'm not here to point fingers or make any blame or anything like that. Obviously, I don't have any proof of that. It's just what people are assuming, okay? Obviously, I don't know these people personally, okay? Shout out to Cardi B, shout out to you, KenBarbie, right? I'm really just here to see what Spirit has to say. If there was some type of rift in their relationship, you know, do they get along the way that they used to? For some reason, just intuitively, I feel like the relationship is not what it used to be, maybe 3, 4, 5 years ago, whatever. Exactly why, I'm not sure, but that's what we're here for in this reading. So based on a lot of people asking and bringing it up, or again, trying to connect the dots, that's why we're here today, okay? So yeah, this is for, I guess, for a select group of people who know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then you may have to just go back to Twitter, Instagram, any type of other social media to kind of put the puzzle pieces together for you. Okay, and maybe just check out my other 2 readings, my last 2 deep dives I did, and you'll see what I'm talking about. But anyway, we're gonna get right into this. I have a Queen of Swords to represent Cardi B, being that she's a Libra. And then I have a King of Cups here to represent KenBarbie. To be honest with you guys, I'm not sure of what KenBarbie's zodiac sign is. I'm not even sure what his real name is, okay? So my apologies ahead of time. If somebody wants to put that information in the comments, you are more than welcome to, but I keep getting driven to water sign energy for him. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I don't know why, but I have a King of Cups here to represent him. That's not your birth sign, your zodiac sign. My apologies. But we're going to get right into this. If somebody wants to timestamp the reading, you are more than welcome to. Thank you very much ahead of time. We're going to start with Cardi B, all right, and just get the energy around her or how she may be feeling at this time when it comes to KenBarbie. And then we'll do the same vice versa. We're going to start with some oracles first, and then we'll get into tarot a little bit later to clarify, okay? Let's see. What's the current energy with Cardi B when it comes to KenBarbie at this time, please? And just how I have the cards set up on the table, both of the cards, they're not looking at each other. Okay, the King of Cups is looking away. The Queen of Swords is looking away. So they're not looking at each other, at least just by how I have the cards placed out. But let's see, what's her energy at this time, please? Or how does she feel when it comes to KenBarbie? Please and thank you. What's her true energy like at this current time? Or how does she feel when it comes to KenBarbie? Please and thank you. Ooh. Oh, okay. You've got time showing up. Okay, there's a Michael Kors watch on here, but it says delay, procrastination, and too busy. Okay. So either one of these two feels like one of the other acts too busy. So Cardi could possibly allegedly feel like KenBarbie, you know, quote unquote, acts too busy. Yeah, I just saw 555 on the timer. It's like, you're not really that busy, you know, or are you too busy for me, or something to that extent. But let's see, delay and procrastination. All right, let's hear it, please. How does she feel? Ooh, blocked, moved on, nothing to say, and stopped calling. Wow. Okay, so it'll clarify the further we go in the reading, but one of these blocked one another. Okay, one of them is gone silent, but the way I'm getting this energy already is she could feel like, are you too busy for me? Or you're not that busy. What are you doing? Why can't you answer my call? Why can't you answer my text? Okay, so it moved on, nothing to say. She could feel very blocked out or kind of left to the wayside by KenBarbie, possibly. Oh yeah, look at this. I didn't even mean for that to happen. A card fell and I'm seeing salty. Okay, bitter, angry, and petty. But let's see. Let's get one more of these, please. Why is this here? Moved on, nothing to say, and stop calling. Oh wow, look at this. Paranoid, and you've got legal. So again, as I'm reading the cards, you guys, I'm on Cardi B's portion. So this is how she's feeling or viewing KenBarbie at this time. Paranoid, and lawyers in court and paperwork. So this paranoid energy could feel like somebody's watching, or cautious, insecure, and guarded. So she might be a little paranoid, a little worried about some type of legal paperwork coming down the pipeline for her. I already got that in the last Cardi B reading I did, just about her energy in general. Now, why is this showing up in relation to KenBarbie? I'm not sure. I'm sure it'll clarify further later on in the reading, but oh wow, I kind of just got a download about Megan Thee Stallion and her lawsuit with the photographer. I forget his name. It's slipping my mind right now, but Megan Thee Stallion is in the middle of a lawsuit with her ex-photographer. Damn, I forgot his name. It'll come to me later, but he's basically suing her, Megan Thee Stallion, for damages and unpaid work hours. So there might be something down the pipeline, allegedly, possibly, where maybe she's a little worried or nervous that KenBarbie, maybe possibly would get paperwork done on her for like unpaid work hours or something like that. I don't know. It doesn't have to be, but something about a trademark could be important here as well. Okay, well, let's see. Yeah, paranoid. Yeah, look at this. Suffering in silence, running. So in denial or making up excuses. So they don't look like they're talking right now. Or maybe, again, like I mentioned way earlier, maybe not as much as they used to. And that could make her feel a little worried, a little paranoid. Like, I may not have him in my back pocket like I used to, allegedly. Okay, but let's go over to KenBarbie. Again, like I mentioned earlier, I'm not 100% sure of his birth date or his zodiac sign. I just got directed to water energy. So that's the only reason why I have a King of Cups out here for him. Okay, but let's see, how does he feel at this time when it comes to Cardi B? What's his current energy like? Okay, but she could definitely feel blocked out by him. Okay, what is this, please? Or how does he feel when it comes to Cardi at this time? Okay, what is this? Somebody just tried to fall out. What is this? Yeah, look, running, escape, denial, and excuses. Okay, looks like somebody packed up a little van and they are getting out of Dodge. So I just saw that at the bottom of the deck. he could feel like, allegedly, that maybe she's trying to make excuses, or she's in denial about something. Someone could be in denial about him. She could be in denial about him walking away or turning his back on her, allegedly. Okay, or again, with this blocked energy, acting quote unquote too busy for her, you know? But what is this, please? He could be literally trying to get out of Dodge. Okay, how does he feel when it comes to Cardi B at this time? Please and thank you. Let's see, what is this? Wishful thinking. Okay, second chance, deja vu, and nostalgia. Okay, but what I'm getting from this immediately is, yeah, soulmate. So it sucks. It's one of those things where it's like, maybe like you could be a great friend or a good person, but maybe not a great person to work for or to work with. And already I'm getting with this running away, but wishful thinking, it's coming through as he's given her way too many chances. Okay, when you have deja vu, it's like an energy that is familiar, or it's a repeated pattern. So when you've got deja vu, it's like, okay, we've been here before, over and over and over again. Whatever that looks like for Cardi and KenBarbie, whatever that deja vu, we've been here before, nothing has changed type of energy. So it's giving, you know, listen, I've given you second chances, third chances, fourth chances, but not anymore. Allegedly. Okay, that's just kind of what it feels like energetically, but it'll clarify the further we go. So let's see. Yeah, look, stagnant, stuck, dead end, and frozen. But let's see. It feels like he's got, obviously, very, you know, wishing her well or good intentions for her, you know, no harm, no foul, but it's giving like, bitch, I've given you too many fucking chances, like, and nothing has changed, allegedly. Why is it here, please? Or how does he feel? Oh, okay. Yeah, look, clingy. Old exes, dead relationships, and old ways. So didn't I just say how with deja vu, it could be the energy of being familiar, repetitive, nothing has changed, we've been here before, old ways. Okay, we just got the energy with her, with blocked, stop calling. And I just channeled that energy of her feeling like you're not that busy, or why do you quote unquote act too busy for me? Meanwhile, first things first, he really could be that busy. You know, you're not his only client, you're not his only friend, Cardi B, okay? He really could be that busy. And two, it's giving, you know, you could be coming up as a clingy person, or you, like, can you get the hint? Is what I'm getting from KenBarbie's energy. Like, if I'm not answering, I'm not responding, I'm not doing what you, I'm not asking how high just because you said jump. It's like she's not getting the message. Okay, so maybe that's why it's coming through on his end. Like, yeah, like you're doing too much, or you're being clingy. Like, sometimes no response is a response. And that's kind of how it's coming through. I really hope that makes sense, you guys, okay? I'm going to get one more for him because I have 4 for her, so I might as well just make it even. Let's get one more for him, please. Yeah, and he is viewing her as like, listen, you want a 3rd or 4th, 5th chance with me, but I've already done that. And there's about 3 or 4 locks on this door here that I'm seeing, and it's closed and locked, shut, throw away the key. Okay, why is this here, please? Can you get one more of this? How does he feel when it comes to Cardi B at this time? He has made one too many excuses for her, is what I just heard. What's here, please? Yeah, and look, stagnant, showing up again. So he could feel like it's a dead end road here. Stuck, dead end, and frozen. Or again, things have ceased to change. They have not changed. He could have asked for maybe anything, and I feel like it was the smallest thing, like, listen, don't talk to me this way, I'm your friend, you don't have to talk to me like that. Or, you know, hey, I'm only gonna post X amount of times a week for you, anything more than that I'm not doing. So it's kind of like maybe setting boundaries or trying to create a different dynamic between one another, but something didn't change. So it's like, I'm gonna have to move the fuck on. And look at this, vacay, get away, relax, and have fun. And you have envy here, resentful, competitive, and discontent. So not too happy with the work environment. Again, maybe Cardi B allegedly for KenBarbie is a better person to be friends with and hang out with versus a good person to work underneath or work next to. However that working relationship, you know, went for them. Okay, I'm hearing something about like paperwork. So she's worried about some type of paperwork coming down the line. Like I mentioned earlier, similar to Megan Thee Stallion and her photographer. Emilio, I think that's his name. Emilio is the photographer suing Megan Thee Stallion for damages. So it's like if there was no NDA or no paperwork signed between these two because they're friends, somebody may want to, or they're in the middle of getting their paperwork in order or something. Because yeah, if you didn't have no agreement, no paperwork that you were working for her, what are you gonna file a lawsuit on? You know what I'm saying? But let's see. Yeah, let's get into another deck, you guys. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna get into what's the tea. This isn't making any sense to y'all so far. Definitely like on the video, but I'm definitely seeing a bit of a rift between the two of them. The relationship is not what it used to be. So we're gonna go back to Cardi really quick, and we're gonna use what's the tea. Then we'll go back to KenBarbie in a minute, okay? How does she feel, please, at this time? When it comes to KenBarbie, what is her energy like? She definitely feels very blocked, but I'm seeing cautious, paranoid, insecure. So it's I could get why, because this man, you know, knows a lot of your information, personally, business-wise, all of that. So this isn't, KenBarbie is not the fucking person you wanna just talk to any type of way or just treat any type of way in Cardi B's position, you know? Why is it here, please? Unfazed is showing up. I will say she thinks she's good at acting unbothered, but it's like she could be very bothered. Unfazed. Whenever I see this unfazed card, it always just directs me to the energy of someone acting unbothered or acting unfazed. But didn't we just see paranoid? So it's either, are you unbothered or are you paranoid? Which one is it? It can't be both. So let's see. Why is it here, please? Or how does she feel at this time? What is this? Moving on. Yeah, thank you. Next. Yeah, look, ego. So ego could have gotten in the way of their friendship, this working relationship. So she's trying to act unfazed about him moving on and moving forward. And then this is what bothers me too. It's like, again, I'm not here to call nobody out or point any fingers, but this kind of energy came up in the last Cardi B reading I did. It's like, allegedly, she could be the type to make it seem like she's the one moving on. She's the one who had a problem with him, or she's the one who ended the relationship. And that's not true. I got the same energy in the last reading I did with her to try to like manipulate the public or manipulate the internet, how people move or see the story. Like, no, I moved on from him. He didn't move on from me. I cut the relationship, when that's not true. Allegedly. Okay? But let's see. Why is this here, please? Why is this here, please? Moving. Okay, another energy of moving. And look, marrying for money at the bottom. Scarcity tactics. Okay, what is this? Another energy of moving. So it's like this guy's moving boxes out of somebody's home or into a warehouse. You've got haunted showing up here. Okay, it is pumpkin spice season. Memories, flashbacks, trauma, and side effects. Two energies here of moving on. That's why she's so paranoid, because like if he moves on, I can't control him. I can't do anything about it anymore with what the information he has, the information he knows. Like, why is this haunted here though? What is haunted about? Memories, flashbacks. So this is more like past energy, or the actions or the things that you have done towards other people, the things that you have said toward this man maybe is haunting her as memories or flashbacks. It's kind of giving like, I should have done this better, or maybe I should have done that better, and we wouldn't be in this situation. Why is haunted here, please? Marrying for money just tried to show up again. Okay. Why is it here? Yeah, she's worried that he's gonna try to come after her for money. Why is it here? Haunted. Rejected. See, I told you. It's like you're acting unbothered, but you don't like to be rejected, is what I'm getting here. So that could be really bothering her. Again, you have unfazed, but in the same breath, you're haunted by these memories or these actions. You're paranoid. She feels rejected by him. Wow, okay. Let's see. Let me get one more. How does she feel when it comes to KenBarbie, please? Oh, bad reputation tried to show up. Caught a case. Now, this card specifically is talking about like an STI or an STD, but caught a case. We already had the legal paperwork show up. So caught a case could mean, look, marrying for money. If KenBarbie, I'm telling you right now, if you even dare, you try to come after her for money, even if it's legal, even if you have every right to do so, she's gonna look at you like a snake or like you're fake, a wolf in sheep's clothing. And again, marrying for money. So there's some type of legal paperwork here coming down the pipeline, possibly that she's paranoid about. And she would immediately view you, or KenBarbie, paint him as fake, a wolf in sheep's clothing, or again, to manipulate the public, saying, oh, he's this, he's that, all because she's pressed, okay? Impersonator is the one that fell out, though. It says wants to be like you, acts like you, and I don't like that. I don't like that. That's not right. Just because he allegedly may try to get some money out of you for all of the, social media mouthpiece work he has done for you. Now he's a hater. Now he's a snake. Now he's jealous. Now he wants to act like you and be like you. So this is definitely more so future predictive is what I'm getting. But if you ever see them getting to some type of public fallout, don't let her manipulate you. This is the second time in literally a week that I'm getting that energy with her. I'm trying to manipulate the public to view or think of the situation in one way, when in reality, it was completely opposite. So just because I rejected you, I don't want to work with you anymore. Or just because, again, I may come after the damages that you owe me monetarily, allegedly. I'm not saying tomorrow or next week or next month. That may be a little further down the pipeline, okay? Now you're fake, or now you want to be like me. Like, I could see her. I can literally see her and hear her throwing like derogatory, like, I don't know what the word is, but like anti-LGBTQ rhetoric at him just to hurt his feelings, Or again, just to be mean, just to be nasty because she got rejected. I could definitely see her doing that. And she has definitely weaponized, anti-LGBTQ plus rhetoric before. So I don't like that I'm getting that energy, but I'm definitely seeing that. I really hope that makes sense, you guys. Okay, we're going to use the same deck for KenBarbie. We're going to go back to him. I'm really sorry. I don't know his full legal name or anything like that. So my apologies. But yeah, I definitely see him walking away or trying to literally like create distance. He feels like the situation with her has become very stuck, very dead end. Like Cardi B is not his only friend, not his only client, if he views her as a client, And I've given you chance after chance and things have not changed. And it's giving from his energy, it's like you need me more than I need you. I'm not even gonna lie. Okay, but let's see. How does he feel at this time? What is his energy like? Stalker. Oh. Why would she be stalking you? That's hilarious. Okay, stalking, watching, and obsessed. We just had the clingy ex show up. I know they're not literally ex-boyfriend and girlfriend, but a clingy friend, a clingy ex-business partner. I'm telling you, he knows a little too damn much about her for her to just let him go that easily. Okay, so maybe that's why she's keeping tabs, wondering what he's gonna be up to, who you're working with next, stalking, watching, and obsessed. Wow, played out. Okay, looks like somebody running track and field or something. Another energy of running. Maybe KenBarbie could like work out a lot, or he likes to run or something like that. I don't know. Likes to do shit outdoors, but That's another thing too I'm getting here intuitively. I could be wrong, but intuitively I'm getting, again, maybe not the greatest person, Cardi B, to work underneath or work for. Maybe a better person or a better friend to just hang out with, or, you know, stuff like that. But in the same breath, I feel like from KenBarbie, it's like you're a cool friend, but you're also like there's a whole nother version or layer of him that she has yet to see or penetrate. Because how do I explain this? You got, okay, you know how you have like your friends that you can maybe go like create business plans with, you can make money with. Then you have another group of friends that are maybe just better for the extracurricular shit like partying, smoking, hanging out. Then you have another group of friends maybe that you can go to the gym with, work out, shit like that, right? So this is the friendship where it was maybe surface level, but there's a much deeper version of him that she would never be able to understand or get past or penetrate, I feel like. So you're a great friend to a certain degree is what I'm getting from him. Yeah, and scarcity tactics. And when I say like to a very certain degree, I mean a very minimal degree. Like there's only so much depth he can get out of her is what I'm getting. So he feels like she's very played out, or at least the working relationship is a little played out. Allegedly. Okay. What is this? Dirty offer. Yeah. And these hands, they, anytime I see this card, they kind of look like a demon or just something like real nasty. Like, oof. Yeah, and she thinks that she has her claws just so embedded in him that he would never go anywhere, but she was very highly mistaken. Okay, dirty offer. So she could be trying to make a different offer toward him or present another way of doing things, but it's given like from his energy, it's just like, no. Like that may have been cool like a year ago, but nah, you know. So now you're viewing it as a dirty offer. Okay, why is this here, please? Running. Yeah, so, and look, running from the offer. I was just going to say, like, there is a regular offer in this deck, then you have a dirty offer. So running away from an offer being presented. Yeah, a drama starter. Didn't she, her album was what? Am I the Drama? Too much drama. Spiritual hater, so he knows that she's very tapped into certain spiritual practices, okay? Hates on your spirituality, your light, magic, and power. Like I just said, there's a certain depth to him that she would never be able to understand or see or hear. He could be trying to protect himself spiritually as well, as what I'm getting from her. Like I can only tell you so goddamn much or allow you in past a certain degree because of the shit that you're into with the spiritual hater. Okay. Yeah, and running. So again, like I said before, he could like to work out or go on like fresh breeze walks and shit like that. I don't know, nature walks. But that's again a part of him that Cardi would probably never understand or relate to or something like that, you know? I'm hearing a spiritual cleanse. He could feel like he needs a spiritual cleanse, or maybe he does that a lot, spiritually cleanses himself, especially considering the type of industry he works in or that he's around. Okay, running, literally running away from this or outside of this, played out, running from a dirty offer. I'm going to get one more of these for him, please. Wow, the Cardi case showed up again. And this particular deck more so talks about like a medical case, like a disease, but this is coming through more like a court case for me, okay? And then hustling. Yes, see? The money is a little funny. Focused on money, getting it, making it rain, okay? Caught a case. So, shit, it's giving me he doesn't want to have to do that, but it's like if she can't get it right or just handle things like in a copacetic manner, then he's not going to have a choice but to do that. Yeah, and it's like, you know, into you, the vibes were great at one point, but somebody's ego got in the way here. Somebody's ego definitely got in the way. Ooh, wow, look. Wow. I didn't even mean, I was about to put the deck away, but I have Forcer and then Shine. So again, another energy of cleansing your energy, okay? Or your light irritates their demons. So I was just saying now how he could spiritually cleanse, or maybe he feels like the need to detox because of certain practices that she's involved in, allegedly. And then Forcer. So he could view her as the type to be very very pushy, uses force to get what they want. Someone who's very I'm hearing the word abrasive or aggressive. Again, it's like, you're not going to keep talking to me like that. You're not going to keep, toting me around like some ventriloquist dummy at your beck and call. Okay, and this is like a page open to the Bible. Your light irritates their demons. So KenBarbie, yeah, like your light or your spiritual practices or whatever it is that you do or you're trying to do, walk away, you're seeing things differently from dealing with her. It could be irritating her spiritually, low key. Because again, it's like she doesn't have her claws trapped into him the way that she thought she did. Okay. Very interesting. You see his romantic love affair, right? Sex fix, secret lover. He knows a lot of your shit, Cardi B. Too much, really, is what I just heard. This is not somebody that you want to have bad blood with. So if he's asking you to pay him his money, you might as well just fucking do it. I don't necessarily see him like airing out her dirty laundry on some petty shit for real. But if she gets petty, he can get petty too. And I just told y'all what she would be willing to do or how she would go about it, just for the simple fact of him rejecting her or moving away from her, or again, not asking how high every time she says fucking jump. Oh, no, I got rejected, so now KenBarbie is this, he's that, glitter bottom type of bullshit like that, okay? And she would try to spin it to make it seem like it was her that wanted to move on. Or he's trying to extort me, and that's not fucking true. Allegedly, okay? Now, I'm not really getting anything about that video, or I'm sorry, that recording. I will just ask directly in a minute, but I don't think he would want to do something like that to her. I really don't. But if you guys caught my Cardi B reading I did a couple days ago, it was someone very close to her that did it. It was. Didn't have to necessarily be KenBarbie, but it was definitely somebody close to her. And she was scrambling trying to figure out who it was. Okay, but we're going to use one deck for Cardi. Okay, we're going to pop back to her. We're going to get into the tarot. And then we'll switch decks a little bit later when we go back to KenBarbie. Okay, this is making any sense to y'all? You guys like this style of reading? Definitely leave a like on the video. It's absolutely free to do so. Share if you care. Subscribe. I'd love to have y'all here. Okay, what is this energy, please, when it comes to Cardi B? She definitely feels blocked by him, but she's feeling a little paranoid, like, oh, shit, I haven't heard from KenBarbie in a couple fucking days, or a few hours even. I don't know what's happening. Okay, what is this energy, please, when it comes to Cardi B? Or how does she feel when it comes to KenBarbie at this time? The Sun. Okay, the Sun card, that's really like the happiest card in the deck. That can be having a lot of vitality, a lot of energy, a lot of life. It can also talk about exposure, things coming to light, things being exposed. Okay, yeah, you have the Eight of Pentacles. So technically, I guess that would be KenBarbie's job, the internet blogging, shedding light or exposure to certain things that these celebrities are doing or what's going on. And again, with the money, it's like doing all this work for you for what? For what money? But let's see. Why is it here, please? The Sun card. I mean, that's an awesome first card to have in any tarot reading, really. But depending what else comes out around it. So let's see. Why is it here, please? The Sun. Oh, Seven of Wands and the Three of Cups showing up. So yeah, gossip. Okay, this is the friend group, usually third-party energy sometimes. But the Seven of Wands here, she's feeling very guarded or very defensive. We already have paranoid. It literally said cautious and guarded. Okay, the Seven of Wands can literally be standing up for yourself or protecting yourself. If not, being, again, very guarded. Like somebody asking you a lot of questions, you may get a little defensive because you don't want to answer those questions. Yeah, it's like she feels very blocked by him. She feels blocked. When this Seven of Wands comes out, it could be blocked as well, like literal blocked from communication or... Okay, what is this, please? It's giving me she has a lot that she needs to say or that she wants to share with him, but she's feeling blocked. The Chariot? Damn. Lover's card at the bottom. Interesting. So she's got a choice to make. That's why I was saying it's like, you know, you might as well go ahead and do what you need to do and make amends with him or make the right choice. Otherwise, the laws are going to get involved with this Chariot card. Moving forward very successfully with this energy, Cancer. The Chariot can be someone who overcomes a lot of obstacles as well. So that's like an immovable force usually, or someone bulldozing over a lot of bullshit. What is this? The Page of Pentacles. Now, it came out in the reverse. I don't really read reversals, you guys. I'm going to flip it upright, but... a breadcrumb offer. A very small offer. Someone learning something new. Ace of Cups. The Devil. Oh, geez. Yeah, so it's kind of giving like... she would definitely... she tries to emotionally manipulate him, is what I'm seeing with this. Emotional manipulation or manipulating paperwork and documents, because the Devil card can sometimes be negotiations or contracts as well. So that's what I was saying before, like if there was no contractual agreement or anything written about getting paid or offered any money to do this blogging, internet work or whatever, he may be at a bit of a loss. But I don't think she wants to give him anything for real, because it came out in the reverse. I don't think she wants to give him anything. And if he were to, you know, seek it or look for it, she's going to make it very difficult for him. And then that's another thing too. It's like, I don't want to, I'm not sitting here calling Cardi B broke or anything like that. I'm definitely not calling her broke, but the math is not mathing over here. So it's like, even if he did try to seek damages or whatever, he wouldn't be able to get a whole lot because her money is very fucking tied up, or it's tight. There's not a whole lot of liquid assets or something to that degree. Five of Wands. I told you she's gonna make it very difficult for him. This is a fight, arguments, competition, bickering. So they could have already, you know, they could be going back and forth about this stuff behind the scenes, and that's why it's not being publicized or anything like that right now, or there is no like court documents or nothing like that yet, because if it can't be resolved behind the scenes in again a copacetic manner, then he's not going to have a choice but to go ahead and file paperwork, allegedly. Okay, what is this? King of Wands. This is like an entrepreneur. There's like a third party here between the two of them. There's like her, KenBarbie, and then there's another person in the middle here. But I don't really get what they're doing. I don't really understand their position, this third party. They could just be putting in like a bad word on either end, like, oh, don't do this because KenBarbie might do that, or KenBarbie, hey, don't do this, don't do that because Cardi B is planning to do this. It's giving someone in the mix is like trying to confuse the energy between the two of them. Yeah, you can't make this up. Literally, the manipulation, the Five of Swords, someone trying to confuse the energy between the two of them. It could be multiple people. It's giving like, you know, so-and-so said this, or so-and-so told me you said this. Actually, I actually said this. They were lying. It's a whole lot of mumbo jumbo. Okay. Yeah, and I get with Cardi, it's like she'll take little bits and pieces of information and try to like store it in her back pocket for later. But a lot of that storing information in your back pocket for later, a lot of that shit don't even be true for real, I feel like. Okay, what is this? 8 of Wands. Communication back and forth, emails, a lot of calls, texts, or good news. That could be travel as well. It's like she's very guarded or defensive about him moving forward. And also too, with this King of Wands energy, she could be looking at him as somebody who wants to pursue his own goals, his own dreams. King or Queen of Wands, they're usually a leader. They're not looking to work underneath anybody else 9 times out of 10. Okay, they make the rules, they hand out the rules, they supervise, manage, or again, they're a leader. So it's like you can't sink your claws into somebody who is on their way to being their own leader or their own, again, an entrepreneur here that doesn't want to work up under you because one, again, the money is funny or there was no money involved. Doing all this for what? You know? Or something here never changed, like I already mentioned. So she's very guarded and very defensive with like this lack of communication here. Yeah, King of Pentacles. Yeah, you can't make this up. It's like being funny with the money or there's some type of secrets attached to the money. King of Pentacles, that's that financier. Okay. Or the big money that loans out the money to other people or something like that. That's why I said there's like a third party around in the background here. Why is it here, please? Okay, 9 of Cups. So, you know, it's weird because I don't know how to explain this because I don't really see like her wishing bad on him necessarily or like, oh, I hope you never get work again or I'm going to sabotage you. It doesn't really seem like that, but still, she would still like manipulate the masses or try to manipulate the narrative to make it seem like she's the one who told him to get away or she's the one who didn't want to deal with him anymore. And that's not true. Yeah, look, the death to the relationship, the ending to the relationship or the friendship here. Yeah, look, fighting, bickering, a lot of disagreements in the background. 9 of Cups, that's like a wish fulfillment or overindulgence. Why is 9 of Cups here, please? It's like she's trying to, I don't want to use the word sabotage, but it's kind of like trying to block somebody from being single or being independent. Because the 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, that's a singular energy. King of Wands, again, an entrepreneur, someone who works for themselves. Again, I don't want to say sabotage it, but it's like she's trying to block him or stop him from doing that. If that's not happening today, tomorrow, then this could have already happened. Again, I feel like she emotionally manipulates him to try to keep him around. That's just not working anymore. Here's 9 of Cups. King of Pentacles. Oh, wow. Oh, you can't make this up. Yeah, and again, guys, I don't really read reversals. I'm going to flip it upright with this King of Pentacles fell out in the reverse. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Judgment card in the reverse. So lack of reconciliation and forgiveness. Okay, or it's just not happening at all. No second chances. Okay, because the upright is forgiveness, reconciliation, second chances, or a wake-up call. That's why I said before, it's like, girl, are you not getting the picture? Are you not getting the message? With him ignoring you or not responding? You know? King and Queen of Pentacles, both in the reverse. Lack of stability. The finances are not all the way there. Again, I am not here to call nobody broke. Definitely not doing that. Okay? But in rich people terms, celebrity status, money-wise, this is not good. King and Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Girl. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. I mean, that's just not a slowdown. That's a complete stop. Wow. And another page. So it's giving like she could have told him or promised him a certain amount of money or this, that, and the third. Again, emotionally manipulating him to kind of keep him stringing along, keep him attached. just for all this money to never show up or never come through, or a promise here was never kept. Something to that extent. Yeah, look, a promise never kept. King of Swords in the reverse. A lie. Manipulation. Again, no documents, no paperwork in order. She'd be very freaked out if he were to get a lawyer on her ass. I'm telling you, it's giving Megan Thee Stallion and Emilio. If you guys have not looked into that case or heard about it, seen about it, it's still very active. Okay? But that's kind of giving me that. Yeah, and there could be some type of exposure here about her finances or the people financing her. Okay? Wow, very interesting. I'm going to get out of this deck, though. We're going to get into a separate deck, and we're going to get into KenBarbie. If you guys are liking this makes any sense to you at all, definitely leave a like on the video. Please let me know what you guys know, okay? It really helps a lot when you guys comment or kind of just tie together the loose ends with things that I might be missing. Okay, so we're going to go back to KenBarbie. Again, I have two energies here of running away, trying to get away from her, stagnant. Stuck, dead end, frozen. Okay, he's viewing her as kind of like a stalker or just someone who won't take no for an answer or won't let it go. I mentioned earlier how sometimes no response is the response and it's just not clicking. What did Justin Bieber say? Like, is it not clocking? Like, is something not clocking to you? That's the energy I get from him about her. Like, girl. Oh man, he knows a lot of her shit, okay? Oof, jeez. And I keep getting something here about a legal case coming up down the pipeline eventually. I got the same energy with her in the last reading I did for her. And then Nicki Minaj actually made a post and kind of confirmed that there is some type of lawsuit or paperwork being drafted. Okay, but let's get a couple cards for him. What's his current energy like at this time when it comes to Cardi B, please? And whatever offer she's trying to make or rearrange and do with him now, it's coming through as a dirty offer, okay? And he's giving her chance after chance after chance, I feel like. Okay, why is this here, please? King of Wands. Here it is again. Yeah, and the Five of Wands. So we just saw the King of Wands show up for her end. So that's, again, there's either a third party here kind of like playing both sides between the two of them. Now, KenBarbie, I don't know if you are still part of my channel. Shout out to you. But you know, whoever this person is, or collective audience, okay, KenBarbie, he knows who this third party is that runs between the both of them, and that person is misconstruing a lot of information. It's like creating drama. So yes, I see the drama between you and Cardi, but there's also someone else creating drama between you and Cardi is what I'm seeing. Or they're going to, this already happened, and I feel like KenBarbie, you know exactly who this is. Okay, but King of Wands, again, the entrepreneurship energy. It's giving like I don't have a whole lot of creative freedom or being under Cardi, maybe, possibly, allegedly. It's creating a lot of like friction with his freedom. Okay, because King of Wands, like I already said, or Queen of Wands, they don't really take orders from people. They either make the orders and deliver them because they're a leader, or they march to the beat of their own fucking drum. And that could have been creating a lot of drama. A lot of, you know, back and forth energy. 10 of Cups. Yeah, he would be very successful. I feel like not being so tied or wrapped up under her, you know. I feel like somebody else wants to work with him or take KenBarbie under their wing, male or female, I'm not sure. But it's giving like, maybe he feel like he can't work with that person or he shouldn't work with that person. I don't know. Yeah, and look, the Justice card at the bottom. Again, paperwork, legalities, karma even. Okay. She should have named that album, Am I the Karma? Because it seems like a lot of karma is coming down on her pipeline as well. Like, are you the karma? Yes. Like, you are the app? Yes. Not Am I the Drama? Yes, you're drama as well, but no, you should have named that album, Am I the Karma? Or am I receiving karma? Like, damn. What is this, please? This King of Wands energy. And I feel like he is very adamant. Like, he is not trying to be a pushover anymore, or again, allow this person to talk to him any type of way. Queen of Wands. Yeah, you can't make this up. I already said that, like, somebody here wants to work with him that he's a lot more equally yoked to. Okay, Queen of Wands, Three of Wands, moving on, moving forward. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, and you see how the Queen of Pentacles came out in the upright for him? Because he knows, like, his money would be much better. He'd have a lot more different opportunities as well, not being so tied to her. And I think maybe part of him worries that Cardi B could potentially, again, I don't want to use the word sabotage, but block him out from certain opportunities. Okay, let's see. Why is this King and Queen of Wands here? Someone who's very confident in their abilities as well. They're very sure of themselves, but I feel like maybe that took a while to get to. I don't think he was in this space of feeling so sure of himself or as confident to leave her alone as he, as he is now. Okay, why is this here, please? He could have some very, like, motivational people in his corner trying to, like, encourage him to go ahead and cut the cord, completely. Okay, the Chariot showing up again. Someone who moves forward very successfully. You already got that energy with her as well. So, and you know what I get with this too? With this King and Queen of Wands? Again, he could view her as someone who's very aggressive, very assertive. Like, this can sometimes be a bit of double this energy together in one person. It's giving, like, okay, abuse of power, or maybe you do too fucking much. Someone who's very dramatic, and a bit of a bully. I'm definitely getting someone who's a bit of a bully, or that's just how he could view her sometimes, allegedly. Okay, now the Chariot can be police activity as well sometimes, law enforcement. Okay, I just don't think he wants to do that. I don't think he wants to have to go that damn far. He really doesn't. Okay, the Chariot here, again, someone who wants to move on, move forward. And they will do so very successfully. Especially with all of this confidence I'm seeing here. It's giving newfound confidence, okay? Not saying he was ever insecure or anything, but it's just more of a pep in his step, or more confidence to go ahead and cut this cord. Specifically when it comes to her, okay? What is it here, please? The Chariot. Oh, the Magician. Okay. And the Six of Wands. Yeah, so he's definitely manifesting, like, a new beginning for himself, or some type of victory and success, which he will have. I'm definitely seeing that. I feel like he's good at a lot of different things too. Okay, the Magician is like a jack of all trades, or a master of all suits. So there could be something here that he wants to pursue outside of, like, the blogging celebrity space. Okay, I don't know, maybe like styling or hair, makeup, I don't know, but there's a lot of different things that he wants to do that he feels like he can't do being too wrapped up or attached to her. And he definitely views her as like a witch. Like, I'm definitely seeing that, like a witch or a warlock. Either he views her as one, or she's attached to one, because the Queen of Wands and the Magician is definitely like someone who works in, like, root work or candle magic and things like that. Okay. Okay, what is this? The Magician. Again, a master manifester. And again, someone who may try to, like, and just as I'm about to say it, the Moon. Didn't I just say it's a damn witch or a warlock, or she deals with one? Literally, moon magic. I don't know. And again, manipulation, secrecy. The Magician could be someone who can create a narrative or make something look one way when behind the scenes it's actually another way. So he definitely could see her, allegedly, as a manipulator, someone who will, basically keep up secrets and lies and things like that to keep people blind, deaf, dumb, and retarded, to keep people blocked out from seeing the reality of something. Okay, what is this? But again, if that Moon card, that can represent insecurity, a little bit of fear. But maybe the insecurity and fear was attached to maybe because of her high celebrity. And it's like, she could sabotage me, or she could say anything about me and people will believe it. They will accept it. Simply because of who she is. And I can understand how that's a very like scary, kind of awkward place to be in, you know? Especially with how she's coming through as being very like aggressive and like a bit of a bully, or a little paranoid, and again, kind of clingy, you know? Why is it here, please, for KenBarbie? Oh, Page of Cups. He can want an apology from her. Or he's not putting in as much effort as he used to at all. Page of Cups is like a surprise pregnancy or a surprise invitation. Maybe someone being a little shy. Yeah, Five of Swords. Eight of Swords here as well. I told you, he feels very like emotionally manipulated by her. Not just because he feels that way, because feelings are feelings. You can feel one way and it not be true, but I think that it's true. Yeah, like she was emotionally manipulating you. Well, you're my friend, or are we this close, or you don't like that bitch anyway, la la la. Like you're supposed to be my best friend. And the whole time in his mind, he's like, bitch, you're not my best friend. Like I just said a little while ago, there's so many depths and layers to him. He doesn't even feel like she would understand or grasp. He's felt very stuck, very trapped with her. Five of Swords, again, competition, mind games, manipulation, winning at all cost. And that's over with now. It's giving. Yeah, Queen of Swords. I feel like, and that's technically her energy, but I feel like with him, he's not holding back anymore. There could have been some very harsh words exchanged. Five of Swords is an argument as well. Queen of Swords, they don't hold back. And I think the way that she would talk to him, very nasty. Like, put him down or make him feel less than. With this Eight of Swords, it's making someone feel insecure, feel like they ain't worth shit, you know? And I just think he got very tired of that. Very tired of that. Like, especially when she's under the influence, allegedly. The Seven of Cups. Allegedly, okay? Wow, interesting. Yeah, what is this? Page of Cups, please? Yeah, Seven of Wands. He's very defensive toward her right now. Very defensive toward her. Now, I'm getting a lot of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So maybe he's an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Again, I only got the King of Cups energy for him because that's just what I was directed to use. Water energy. I don't know. I don't know his birthday. I'm sorry, KenBarbie. I do not know your birth sign. That could just very heavily aspected in his birth chart. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But yeah, very guarded, very defensive. And I feel like if he has to, like very, very last resort, he will get legal defense if necessary. Okay. Again, if it has to do with seeking damages, monetary damages, or anything like that, it's giving like, bitch, keep trying me, then watch what I do next. Okay. What is this? Yeah, Judgment. Yeah, he's calling judgment on this situation. Six of Pentacles, the Death card. Yeah, it's given because the money is not right. The money was a little funny. Or it's time for better, newer opportunities. The Death card, it's like there was an end to the reciprocity. And it's giving like I was doing this shit for free or for charity simply because I fucked with you. I'm not doing that anymore. You know? A reconciliation or some type of forgiveness could have been had, or there's an opportunity for it, but something here could be a little too far gone. What is this Judgment card, please? Or again, he could have been having like a major wake-up call to this. Like I can do bad all by myself. I don't need to be attached to this. But it just took a little while to come to that realization is what I'm getting here. This Judgment card, please. Two of Wands, the Hangman is showing up. So definitely a change of perspective. Yep, Two of Wands. Time to make plans to move on and move forward. Moving toward the next thing. He's literally got the world in his hands. So he knows that. He's aware of that. But this is going to create stagnancy. And it even could just be, if it wasn't about money and finances, just energetically stagnant. You know, being attached to somebody whose energy is stagnant, or whose energy is about to receive a lot of karma. You don't want to be attached to somebody who's going through a lot of karma, you know? Ooh. Yeah, 10 of Swords. Yeah, the end. Case closed is giving. He had to make a choice and make a decision, and he finally made that choice to close the chapter on this, is what I'm seeing. Now, he may be kind of weaning himself off. Yeah, holding back onto bigger, better things, a higher purpose, a higher path here. Now, he may still defend her or speak up for her publicly for now, but it's giving weaning off, slowly but surely. It's not necessarily cold turkey cut off, but it's happening. It's there. It's coming. Now, I'm just going to ask straight up if he was the one that released that recording of Cardi B. I really don't think it was, to be honest with you guys, but I'm just going to ask anyway. Okay, is KenBarbie the person who released or leaked that recording of her? Please and thank you. Is it KenBarbie that released or leaked that audio of Cardi B? Please and thank you. Okay, 5 of Cups in the upright. That's a no. Okay, it even says it right here on the bottom. I know it's hard to see in the camera, but these are yes or no's. Okay, with the 5 of Cups is a no. Okay. Is he the one who released that leaked audio of Cardi B? Please and thank you. What is this? Okay, 6 of Wands in the reverse. Now, upright, 6 of Wands is a yes card, but it fell out in the reverse, you guys. So that's a no for me. Okay, yep, failure, discredit, ignored, doubt. So let me get one more. Is he the one who released this leaked audio of Cardi B? Please and thank you. Let's see, what is this? Okay, you have a 10 of Cups here. So that is a yes in the upright. Okay, let me get one more of these, please. I have 2 no's and 1 yes. Is he the one who released this audio of her, please? It is definitely someone very close to her, though. Okay, you have the Star card tried to show up here, okay? Let's see. It didn't hit the table, though, so I'm not going to keep it. And it is someone very popular. That Star card showing up, it's someone very popular that you would know by name, I would know by name. It's someone very, very prominent. But I don't think it's KenBarbie, though. Okay, is he the one that released this leaked audio of Cardi B? Please and thank you. Ooh. Okay, 2 of Pentacles is showing up. That is a yes card, but let's see. I have 2 no's and 2 yeses. Is he the one who released this audio of her, please? Okay, ooh. Page of Swords, that's a yes again in the upright. I think, you know what I think it is, you guys? I don't think it was necessarily him directly, but I think he knows exactly who it is. Is he the one who did this, who released that leaked audio from Cardi B? Please and thank you. 8 of Cups, that's a no. Then you have this King of Pentacles in the upright. So again, there's someone behind the scenes, someone very prominent, very popular. I'm telling you, anybody who lived under a rock would know this person's name, I feel like. At least in reference to Cardi B and her camp, yeah. So it's not KenBarbie, but he's very fully aware of who it is, I feel like. If he's not fully aware, like he can point it out in a group, then he's heard about who it is. And it's someone very close to her. Very close to her is what I'm seeing. He heard about it with the gossip, with this Page of Swords, or someone could have came to him and told him who did it, is what I'm getting. Okay. This is more time on this, please. Oh, yeah. 9 of Cups. This is, yeah, that's another yes. I don't want to say what I'm hearing. Yeah, 5 of Swords and another no. Yeah, so I feel like that kind of bothers KenBarbie a little bit. Like, he gets why people would say that, or why it may look like that. But this was that, like, releasing that audio was definitely like sabotage towards Cardi B, or to try, again, karma. They feel like she deserved it. And KenBarbie, he thinks it's a little fucked up. He does, but in the same breath, he's got his own issues with her. So it's like, well, too bad, too sad is literally what I'm getting from him. It's like, damn, they shouldn't have done that, but you know, almost feels like indifferent. Betrayal. King of Cups. So he can feel a little bit of ways about it for her, but it's like not really. Three of Pentacles, collaboration. I told you it's a third party in between the two of them. Ugh. So this is someone very close, well, very close to Cardi that KenBarbie is very well aware of. And I think it may have been someone else, like a third party, that told him who released that leaked audio. He's not happy about it, but I also feel like he's not that sad about it either with this Nine of Cups in the upright. Okay, it's like, damn, that sucks, but hey, you gotta deal with it now. That's literally what it feels like from him. Oh my gosh, yeah, man. So I don't think it was him directly, but it's kind of one of those things where it's like guilty by association, or again, somebody came and told him what the deal was. But he could be keeping that very close to himself right now, because I feel like if he were to say it or tell somebody, it would kind of implicate him in a weird way, because again, there's a third party here that like runs between both of them, Cardi and KenBarbie, Cardi to KenBarbie, that is creating an issue here, definitely. And again, I feel like KenBarbie and Cardi B, they know exactly who that is, but the general public may not. You know what I'm saying, guys? I really hope that makes sense. So KenBarbie, maybe look into that person, whoever that third party person is that you know is very close with you and very close with her, playing both sides. I'd be careful of that person, because they will try to blame you. I feel like they will try to blame you, or they've already been trying to blame you. Hence the rhetoric on the internet and all that stuff, okay? I already said that Cardi would definitely be the type to try to point the finger and manipulate the situation to make it seem like you are the fake one, or KenBarbie is the one that had a problem, or she had a problem with him and she wanted to walk away. She's the one who wanted to end the relationship, when that is not fucking true. He wants to walk away, end the relationship. Okay, so I'm going to leave this reading here, you guys. I hope that this was helpful. You guys were able to pull something from this. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I appreciate y'all so much for being here each and every single time you guys do tap in and join. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys so much. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.